project. But how do you feel? How is it that we can get small businesses who, as you said rightly, that they could only do certain parts, but they can't do the other part? And this is where that Carillion came in and trained to be able to do everything. How can we get those businesses involved in those projects? Because that's what it's about really, isn't it? In bringing in those workers, those businesses, those small businesses are able to bid for those projects. Is that what you mean by benefit side of it when you're talking as well?
Yeah, so I think there's, and actually really, so where they will become interested in being engaged in the major project is where they have a niche capability that can really impact on something that you value. So having a clear understanding of what the benefits of the project are will actually help to signal to to the market and help you, if the clients work in collaboration, actually help to draw out where there is a specialist capability that, although might be small in volume in terms of you'll only ever have a very small contract with them, but in terms of value it could add either through risk mitigation. Could be something as simple as actually on a major project you've got really challenging ground conditions, so you need a specialist engineering geotechnical ground conditions engineering firm to actually help you understand and mitigate that. Now you might only ever have a very, very small contract with them, but in terms of their impact on the benefits delivery, on the value of the project, it could be huge, and even on the cost side of it, mitigating the risks. So I think that understanding, and this is what the commercial strategy phase of projects really should be focusing on, is looking at the benefits and having a clear view of the benefits and having a clear view of where the risks are, because between those two you can then through market sounding draw out exactly which niche capabilities you might need. And actually that becomes really important then for how you design your procurement process, so that they are able to enter into that, and you're not asking them to do multidisciplinary things that they can't do. And actually then when you get to a contract, you recognise that you're contracting with a small firm, and you're not asking them to do things like take unlimited liability or an excessive level of liability on a major project, because they're only very small and they wouldn't really be able to get professional indemnity insurance. So actually all of those are sort of hurdles that you can navigate your way around. But again, that's the role of organisations like mine. I've got something that I'd like to share with the committee in about a week's time that we're publishing around trying to identify what those barriers are to really help, because some of them are really simple things like a couple of contract conditions that straight away would rule out, even if they were the best fit in the world, an SME company from contracting on a government project. So I think that's trying to get that process better aligned is what would really unlock that. And it's not universal, because clearly on a major project, government isn't going to want hundreds of contracts with individual SMEs. There's going to be a balance between needing something which is a larger multidisciplinary organisation supplemented by some specialists.